Hello, everyone. My name is Safwat Boulos, and I am a senior sales engineer with Rocket Software. For any follow-up queries after this presentation, feel free to reach out to me via email at sboulos@rocketsoftware.com. Today, I'm excited to demonstrate the transformation and modernization of a legacy application written in Universe database. And we're going to be using cutting-edge technologies available in today's market. We totally understand that your biggest investment are not just the software. They represent a significant time and effort that went into the development spanning into over many years. So the purpose is actually how do we leverage these applications and the technologies available today to evolve these environments from the way it is today to something that's become more appealing, more helpful, and leveraging the existing technologies. So we're going to start with a typical diagram, which is basically this shows the different technologies on the left-hand side, which are commonly used nowadays. Like, for example, you look at the left-hand side, you're going to see a browser, you're going to see a mobile, and of course the green screen emulator, which is in use in almost all the application environments. And then here is a database on the right-hand side that you can see that's where your universe application, legacy application is running. In the middle, you're going to see MVIS, which is the multi-value integration server. And this is actually the modernization product that Rocket now has developed to make integration easy and seamless by being able to integrate different technologies into the backend application systems. So switching now into a green screen typical application that looks like this, where we can see employee information by displaying it over here. And that's a typical sort of environment that we see nowadays. So I'm going to take a look at the employee information, and you can see this name, address, all these fields, typical stuff. At the same time, I have a .NET application that accesses the same program on the backend to display it in a graphical user interface. However, the purpose of developing that application was to leverage the capability of GUI, where you can add certain functionalities, like, for example, display a JPEG, an image of an employee. So that's an added feature now you're able to add to your existing legacy green screen, but you could only, of course, do it on a GUI front end. And by doing that, you have enhanced the capability of the application without the risk of rewriting everything again from scratch. So that's how you kind of leverage the technology, but at the same time, you're actually saving your existing investments. This is now a GUI front end written in .NET, Windows Forms, which accesses the same backend application. So now how the data can be updated in one interface and reflected immediately across all other interfaces. So now you see the same data came back, the one that we have seen in the green screen. However, the program has enhanced because we're able to browse and get an image and add it to the record. So the image itself now has become part of the record, which has been encoded in base 64. And at the same time, it has been saved into the record. But of course, in a green screen environment, you're not going to be able to see the image. But if you have this front end being developed, at the same time, you're going to see it. Now, if I go ahead on the green screen and I modify anything over here, because it is the same programs it's using, then it will also be reflected in the other interface. So I'm going to change the address from 5000, say, to Mission Street. And then I'm just going to save it successfully. And I'm going to switch back to here, go back to the same record, and I'm just going to go and view it again. So now you can see that immediately it has changed the information over here. So now two interfaces working with the same logic on the back end to access the same data. Now, let's shift our attention to the iOS interface. You can see now, utilizing Xcode, which is Apple's native application development environment, and the Swift programming language, we can access the same backend application through MVIS using RESTful services. Now I will run a simulation of the application. We can see that the data is retrieved through this mobile interface, showcasing the cross-functionality of our solutions. This demonstration was aimed at showing how existing technologies can be leveraged to enhance your existing backend applications with modern interfaces. We have seen how a green screen was developed over many years. We have used another interface using .NET Forms. At the same time, we have iOS app, which is developed on Xcode as the tool and using Swift as the language, which is a totally native application, standalone application. And all of this has been developed into different technologies, but accessing the same legacy application. If you have any questions regarding today's presentation, do not hesitate to get in touch with me at sbulos@rocketsoftware.com. Your inquiries are always welcome. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you all a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.